Alright, that's better. So, as you have probably quickly realized, this is not the normal surgical tech tips video. Now today's video is going to be all about an in-service. This in-service is taking place in downtown Las Vegas. I'm going to a nice restaurant. And Ethicon is putting on this wound closure event for FAs in the area. And I'm going to take you guys along with me. So obviously this is the first time I'm making any type of vlog type video on this surgical tech channel. If it's a little awkward, bear with me. I apologize. But I thought this would be a really great opportunity to take you guys, my YouTube audience, along with me on an in-service to learn some more about a medical product and about wound closure. So let's do it. Now, I understand most of you out there probably don't know what an in-service is, and let me explain it to you. An in-service is basically one of the medical device companies maybe coming out with a new product, or maybe bringing a somewhat new product into your hospital or into your facility where you work. When that happens, usually they have an in-service, which is kind of like a training session to show the staff, you know, how to open it, what the packaging is going to look like, where it's going to be located, a bunch of different things to give you the knowledge that you need to use it on the field, and, you know, maybe test it before you give it to the surgeon. Sometimes even a surgeon doesn't quite know how to use the device right away. They may ask you troubleshooting tips, you know, and those are all things that you will learn in those in-service type training sessions. Now, these training sessions can totally vary. It can be as simple as maybe a little 10-minute training session before your shift starts in the morning or afternoon. It could be as nice as this one is, where the company is actually taking us out to dinner and we're going to have a training session. There'll most likely be a talk by a surgeon and we'll have a nice dinner. And it can also go as far as them actually sending you out to, you know, their training facility. I've been sent out to, you know, like robotic type training sessions with Intuitive out in California, out in Florida, different types of training sessions, but that is also something that can happen with these in-services. So I guess now's the time to head down. I'll see you there. Alright guys, I wasn't able to record during the presentation. Johnson & Johnson probably doesn't want me showing their presentation online, and I'm sure they have other videos online. I might be able to link some of those in the description. I was able to record some of the hands-on demonstrations that we had. This was an Ethicon Johnson & Johnson in-service about their Stratafix, basically suture.
Correct.
We had 3 different types of sutures that we used on this fake tissue that we were able to close. So this is just a demonstration of basically the Stratafix suture that I'm using. It's very similar to Quill. I talked about it in one of my previous suture videos, the crazy suture video, I think. And it's weird. It's got all these barbs up and down the line of the suture, and it makes it very, very easy to close a wound with, actually. Every pass through that wound, it really keeps tension on the wound and makes it very, very easy to use this suture. And we also use their, what was the Dermabond? Perennial. It's called the Perennial. Dermabond tape?
Yep.
Okay, so the Perennial Dermabond tape, you'll be able to see that as well. It's basically like a mesh that I put down over the tissue and painted the Dermabond onto the mesh. I'm sorry, what was your name?
Sean
Holt. Sean Holt. Sean Holt was our presenter during this during this little event here, and I just wanted to bring him in. Where are you from?
McKinney, Texas.
McKinney, Texas, and he came out here to Las Vegas to teach us about this suture and the perineal. I guess I just wanted to talk about in-services in general. I'm sure you've been a part of other in-services.
I have.
In the past, and if you can, just kind of like walk us through, basically what happens in an in-service and what the end game plan is, that you want everybody to learn at the end of an in-service, basically.
Okay. In-services are basically small educational opportunities to either learn about a new product. In this case, it was wound closure. Sometimes it's a product that you use inside the body. Other times it can even be as simple as different types of protocols inside the OR or for the nursing staff of how they're going to handle a certain patient or a certain patient situation. They'll gather, normally have a speaker and an expert on the area, do a short educational talk, and then you have officially been in service, and then you are responsible for the information moving forward.
That's right. So the key points here are to make sure you, the medical professional, are educated on a product that you will be using and utilizing in the OR. Surgeons have to go through in-services as well, but they have a lot of information that goes through their minds, and sometimes they may forget how to load something correctly, or maybe they're using a harmonic and they forgot how to, maybe it wasn't attached properly, or maybe they needed some troubleshooting techniques. Yeah. These are things that you as the medical professional in the OR should know, just in case something like that happens. That's why we do these in-service events, so you can learn and just better yourself in the OR. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Now we're going to end this video with a little tour down the strip, because that's where we're at. So enjoy the lights.